for sake of posterity, and for those who don't understand what the Miranda right is, not you specifically, but rather others that might listen to this recording later. At this time, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do will be used against you in a court of law. Right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you by the state if one is available. You understand your rights as they've been read to you today?
I do. Am I being detained, Brian?
Nope. You are not. Nope.
Oh, okay, good.
You're free to leave at any point.
Oh, that's beautiful. I was just, I figured I saw it on a YouTube video. I figured I should ask.
Yeah. So, yeah, law enforcement does need to tell you if you are being detained. We do have other means by which to, bring in people into interrogation and whatnot, but it's not going to be a today thing. So, give me just a second here as I pull up my notes. I just had a series of questions for you.
All right.
Um, ooh. Okay, I got that right there, and all right, beautiful. Okay, very good. Mr. Valentino, now that you've been Mirandized, with those rights in mind, do you mind having a chat with me? Mr. Valentino?
Mr. Knight.
Did you hear what I just said, or no?
I heard nothing, no.
Okay, all right. Now that you've been Mirandized and with those rights in mind, do you mind having a chat with me?
Yeah, we're all friends, Brian. Sure. I'll talk.
Fantastic. I wanted to bring you in a couple days ago, but the night of the Friday evening, I was rather cooked. There's a lot going on all at once. And on that day, you were charged with a series of things.
Allegedly.
Well, you were charged with those things.
True.
Yeah.
But I'm allegedly. I'm innocent until
You're
proven guilty, Brian.
Right, and that's of course.
Yeah.
So, what I wanted to do is go ahead and ask you just kind of a series of questions revolving around that, to make sure my notes are accurate here, and to ensure that everything was done above board.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to kind of sort of start by passing the baton your way and asking that, Friday evening, what happened leading up to your arrest in your own words.
Brian, it was so you know how like certain people they go through such a traumatic experience, right? It just doesn't even feel real sometimes, like almost appears as like a dream. I'm not saying they blacked out or anything by all means. That's some psychopathic shit that ain't me. But I remember hanging out with some friends for a while, and then things go a little fuzzy. By a little fuzzy, I mean I woke up at the hospital. I was injured. They said I was shot a bunch. I was being told that, I'm being charged with all kinds of crazy things that, somebody of my caliber, I would never see myself doing personally. But, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes I find myself in bad situations. So I roll with it, I can't sit there and fight you when I'm in handcuffs and being charged with all these things. But the day started out like any other. Woke up, I brushed my teeth, threw on my Luther Vandross CD. Then I had a little breakfast, called a couple of my friends, and then just drove around the city for a little bit, kicked it, Supposed to have a nice meal. We had the dinner all lined up over at the Vineyard, actually. They opened up a new restaurant there. I was supposed to go there for dinner, but I don't think I made it. Then I woke up in you guys' custody, actually.
Mm. So you don't actually remember too much pertaining to the events on Friday evening. Is that what I'm understanding, Mr. Valentino?
I mean, what do you want to know, Brian? You want to know every fucking waking detail that I did that day?
Well, I mean, I'd like to hear from your own perspective, your narrative, right?
I mean,
I like to afford people that ability. Right.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Now, look, Brian, I know there wouldn't be a reason why you call me in here. You're one of the few cops who actually do your job. So I'm guessing on that side of the table, in your little notebook there, you have a plethora of what you would call evidence, right? Otherwise, you wouldn't waste your fucking time, right? Other people, they pull you in interrogation and they try to get shit out of you when they don't really have anything. They might have a little piece of breadcrumb or something, but you like to build things up. I've learned that about you. So I know you have what you have over there. And you're asking me to explain my side, but I think you already have a lot of things over there. And I mean, maybe you should just ask rather than me come straight out and try to tell you about my whole day. I mean, I did lose a lot of blood. I did suffer some injuries here, you know what I mean? And I did wake up with some crazy shit on me inside the hospital.
The reason why
I'm
I
not
don't
gonna
like
deny
to
that.
the reason why I don't like to start with what it is that I have is once again to afford you the opportunity to provide your perspective, right? I don't want to be speaking to you and saying you did this. I want to hear what you believe took place.
I believe took place is something must have happened on my way to dinner at the vineyard. I don't know.
You're trying to have dinner over there.
Yeah, they opened up this new restaurant. They're supposed to have like all kinds of good food, entertainment, shit like that. I was supposed to attend.
I see. Were you going by yourself?
Oh no. Nah, I had a friend or two, yeah.
Okay. So you and a friend or two, was it a one or was it two?
I'd like, just a few friends. That's just slang. You want to know the exact number of people who I had going with me?
I mean, more specifically, who are you going to dinner with?
His name was Fred. We were supposed to go to dinner together.
I got you. So just you and him.
Yeah, just me and him.
Understood. And what was the name of the restaurant?
I don't know. Alacababra or something like that. Abracadabra.
Abracadabra. Gotcha.
Yeah, they do like magic shows, kind of like medieval times, but like way more low budget. You know what I mean? No horses and knights and shit. It's just like magic shows and juggling and weird entertainment, shit like that.
Okay. And how'd you learn of this restaurant?
Oh, just word of mouth. People talking about it on the streets.
I see. Did you know what time it was open?
No, just I was told that we had an evening reservation, so we were just waiting for dark.
You were waiting till nighttime, so you just kind of assumed it might be open, so you made your way over.
No, like I was told I didn't make the reservation, right? So I was told that in the evening we were supposed to have our dinner.
Okay. I got you. All right. And what happened once you arrived?
That's the thing, Brian. Is I don't really know if I truly arrived.
I see.
It gets a little fuzzy from there. I know we were heading there, but I kind of goes a little fuzzy. I think I was, I woke up at the hospital. I would say that I was probably injured not too long after that, and I would have to really, really take some time and some self-reflection to really look into the mirror and try to figure out what actually transpired.
So you and Mr. Frederick were on the way to dinner at the vineyard.
Yeah. Exactly.
and on the way there, something happened, and you don't really remember too much after it.
Well, I mean, I don't remember dinner. I remember arriving. I just don't remember dinner. I knew
Okay.
something strange was going on. I think there was an event or some accident that transpired before
I
or
got you.
as I was getting there, because there was police on the hillside, shit like this, right? And I know you guys only come out for, most of you guys stand around and just yap all day rather than doing your job. So, like, I know something must have transpired, a reason for
I
you
got
guys to actually be there, right? And I remember seeing like a bunch of big trucks, right? But after that, it gets really fuzzy. I don't even remember if I had my dinner, man.
I see. I understand. Do you have any? What was the last thing you remember was pulling
Going
into
to
the
vineyard,
restaurant
Exactly.
and seeing a bunch of trucks and
Yeah.
law enforcement around. Why did
Yeah,
you
like
continue?
up on the hillsides.
Why did you continue to decide to go onto the scene?
I don't know if I did. That's what I'm saying, Brian. Like, I
I
remember, pulling up to the vineyard and seeing all of that, and then just thinking to myself, oh, and then like I don't really remember much after.
Okay, understood.
Mm.
So, what was so just you and Frederick, right? Did you call the restaurant in advance? Ask him.
No, like I said, I didn't handle the reservation. It's something you'll have
That's
to ask
Frederick
him
did?
about, Yeah.
Okay, understood.
He asked me if I wanted to go out to dinner. He wanted to treat me for being such a good friend to him. You know what I mean?
I got you. Are you
No.
two in any form of romantic relationship, or is it?
Oh, no,
platonic?
we're not fucking, no.
Okay, I'm only just asking for content.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I get asked if I
Um,
fuck all the time. I don't fuck, no.
Are you with anyone?
Am I with anyone? What you mean, romantically?
Yeah, romantically.
No, I don't fuck, Brian. I just said that.
All right. Well, I mean, you could still be in a relationship and not
What am I gonna hold hands and watch fucking Saved by the Bell or some shit? What's going on here?
Everyone's got their own relationships. Who am I to say
True.
how one should look like?
I was I stopped seeking that out a long time ago. I thought to myself, ain't nobody like me ever gonna find what I'm truly looking for. So I kind of gave up, Brian. It's a sad story, to be honest with you. I don't let people get too close because ultimately I just end up hurting them in the end.
Understandable.
Yeah.
So here is my next question here. What were you? Did you dress up or anything? Maybe nice suit and tie.
Dress up. I don't know. I don't know unless they changed me at the hospital.
I got you.
I was wearing like all black at the hospital.
Very strange set of clothes you're wearing for a dinner reservation.
Yeah, I mean, I have been known for my eccentric style, right?
Mr. Valentino, let's kind of cut to the chase here.
Okay.
I understand that you're gonna want me to believe that you're going there for dinner reservations while hacking the level of heat that you had in your possession.
Maybe I'm just bullshitting and want you to tell me what you have, Brian. Could be doing that.
I think that's probably more akin to what I think is going on here. You had a sniper rifle on your possession.
That's what they said, yeah.
Where did that come from?
Overseas.
I got you. Did you pay for it?
Did I buy it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was on one of those, little websites. Click now. I see the sniper rifle. I said, ain't no way that I'm getting this. Then it said something about a rebate. I paid for it, but then I sent the rebate in through the mail. I'm still expecting my money back, though.
So I'm sorry, you're telling me you got this in the mail?
Yeah.
I got you. And what about the AK, the AK-12?
Oh, I've had that hanging on my wall for a long time.
I got you. Mr. Valentino, you aren't the first interrogation we've done. We've spoken to a number of folks already. Mr. White, we have not yet had the pleasure to speak to. And I think it's rather clear here that there was intent to take a hard drive.
A hard drive?
Yeah.
Like computer hard drive, like for storage?
That's right.
Hmm.
In fact, it's kind of funny because some of these things we would not have known had it not been with some of the individuals you decided to work with that day.
Whose hard drive are you referring to, by the way?
The hard drive that was taken.
Okay, but whose hard drive, right? So I know, because like if
You do know.
I'm supposed,
Mr.
if I'm supposedly
Mr. Valentino.
involved with taking somebody's stuff, I want to
Mhm.
know who it is. You know what I mean?
Look, just like you wanted a bit more clarity, right?
Mm.
We could play the game of you went for dinner reservations. You know that I know that ain't true. And there ain't much of an alibi that is going to be believable surrounding that. Number one, given what you're wearing. Number two, the means by which you arrived. Number three, the arriving on the police scene. Number four, the actions that transpired afterwards. So instead of you and I bullshitting each other, let's just be a little bit more honest, right? So that we don't waste any time.
What's your call sign, Brian?
495.
495. You guys don't have any alphas or bravos or deltas or anything like that in your guys' thing? You look like a Delta 1 to me, you know what I mean? Real strong, something like that. Or maybe a Hawk 2, something like that, you know what I mean?
Interesting. Why do you bring that up in particular?
I'm just saying, you should get yourself a good code name, man. You're out here enough, you know what I mean?
Interesting.
Anyways, hard drives. Are we talking about like a HDD, SSD? What are we referring to here?
The hard drive that Sneaky took.
Oh, he had a hard drive, I see. That must be what you said to me before when I was being thrown in jail where I
Mr.
was
Valentino,
the lineup. You said,
seemingly,
I got the hard drive.
Mr. Valentino, the temporary amnesia, or whatever you want to kind of paint it as, not remembering this, that, and the third, it holds water up until your reference of Delta 1, which you would have recalled being noted inside the hospital when individuals were being sorted.
I mean, I could have got it from a movie, Brian. Not that like hard of a code name, nickname, you know what I mean?
Mr. Valentino, I know you may have dealt with other law enforcement in the past, maybe even a judge or lawyer or two, who operates under the guise that unreasonable alibis are valuable. They're not. We operate on reasonable suspicion, probable cause, and beyond a keyword, reasonable doubt.
My fault, Brian. Look, you're right. Part of me likes to play with I play with my food a bit.
There ain't no food here, Mr. Valentine.
You think this night? Don't ever call me Mr. Valentine again, or this will be over with real quick. I show you a level of respect. Please just show it back my way, please. I'll at least get your name right.
Well,
I mean, this is
I'll try
the
not to
person
call you
who waited.
sweet. I'll try not to call you sweetheart either. All right.
You can call me that if you want.
Okay.
That I don't mind, Brian. Anyways, Brian, I'll stop beating around the bush for you. All right.
All right.
I'll stop. I'll stop
Look,
fucking around because you're right. You're
Mr.
right.
Valentino.
Hold on, Brian. Let me say something.
Hmm.
You're not the one. I know you're not the one. All right. This would work with 95% of the PD. They'd sit there and take all that bullshit. You won't. All right. And judging by the fact that I know you have my phone records and everything like that, you know, you have me.
Mhm.
All right. Now it's just about how much I want to give you. So
That is
continue.
true. And I'm sure that Charlie knows, or he'll change his number again. I'm sure he will continue to contact you. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I don't have some of the things that, quite frankly, don't need to be coveted, like perhaps those that have handled these cases may have treated this sort of information. You're not wrong. I have your records going very far back.
I know.
And I am very aware of your relationship with the faceless. It's pretty obvious, quite frankly. I mean, with the number of scenes that you have either been arrested in, had forensics left behind in, the communication that you have had, as well as the meeting I witnessed on Monday.
Okay. Want to tell me about the meeting?
Why did you want that hard drive, Mr. Valentino? Or would it be
Brian,
fair to
can I
say
ask you a question?
you don't know the why?
Can I ask you a question?
Right after you answer mine.
Well, this will kind of answer it.
Sure.
Same time. Now, before you sent me away to prison, you said to me, you failed. I have the hard drive, or we got the hard drive, or you didn't get the hard drive. Something along those lines, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, just making sure I remember that. When's the last time? Never mind. It's not important. What was your question again, Brian? My fault.
Mr. Valentino, I never mentioned a hard drive. I
You
said
did.
you failed.
No, you said we have the hard drive. You stood right in front of my face while I was facing the lineup, and you said that. And then I stopped talking, and you said, you just stood there, and you said, yeah, I thought so, or something like that, because I was being silent. You let me know about the hard drive, that it was in your possession, or alluded to that it was in your possession.
I don't believe I did, but I'll take your word for it.
Anyways, what was your question again, Brian? Sorry, I got sidetracked.
Well, the question was, why did you want it so damn bad, or is it above your pay grade?
I mean, it could be any number of things, Brian. I mean, we all know what hard drives do. They hold information, no?
They do. And
I
you
mean,
needed it. But the question kind of derives back to the why. And let me be a little bit more specific here. When I sit across this table with any ragtag gangbanger, when I ask them, why did you rob this? Why did you do that? It's usually monetary.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I ask why the hard drive, the question is, why are you working for them? What is your reason?
I mean, probably the same reason you wake up and put a badge on your fucking chest every day, Brian. I'm not going to sit here and try to judge why you clock in every day or why you do what you do. People live on different sides of life, man. You live your life your way, I live in mine.
Well, I mean, you may not be that way, but I think it's pretty normal for anyone to question the why, right? I mean, it's maybe, a rather normal behavior, human behavior. For example,
I think the question of why steal a hard drive answers itself. I mean, what does a hard drive do, Brian?
Well,
It holds information.
but that's rather obvious. I didn't think I'd have to. We all know it contains information.
If you're asking
Information
me
that
what
you
I'm
needed.
taking it for,
Well,
is that
no.
what you're asking?
Let me be a little bit more clear here, Mr. Valentine. Why do you do this for them?
Okay, Brian.
Mr.
All right,
Valentino, my apologies.
Yeah. What do I do it for them?
Why do you work for them?
That's a tough question to answer, Brian.
I don't think it's all that tough. You said, why is it that I do what I do? I do it for the protection of the damn state. That's why we're having a chat right here, too. I'm not looking to turn your life around, right? I think a part of protecting the state is understanding the individuals that live in it.
Oh, Brian, there's certain questions you can ask and you'll receive an answer to. Okay. And then there's certain questions that you'll ask that I won't answer to nobody. All right. I won't even answer them to myself. Why do I wake up every morning and do what the fuck I do? I have no idea, Brian. I just do it. Something ingrained in me just does it. I never thought of the whys. And maybe that's foolish on my part.
How long have you been working for them? The Faceless, that is. I've a bit of a rough idea. 6 months, 9 months. The records go back quite a bit. Maybe not as long as Frederick's. But you know what's rather odd about this particular...
It's very nice of you to try to do that. They call that a rage bait, Brian, by the way, just so you know.
I'm very honest about my meaning.
Okay, go ahead.
You think I was trying to...
Yeah, you know, I thought
cause a reaction
doing one of
there.
those. Yeah, of course, do one of them things to be like, oh, I'm gonna say that this person is more important than this guy who's sitting here, so we draw a reaction from.
I didn't attempt to infer anything like those lines, but
you're a very smart guy, Brian. You're very fucking smart. I don't think you get the credit you deserve, to be honest with you.
I think I do. I don't think I've never not received the credit there, Mr. Valentino. You know, a lot of people think I need to play games. That's not how I operate. I operate on truth.
I know, and I know you got a whole stack of it over there, or what you so-called truth. But I also know one thing too, Brian. The moment you think you have everything or enough, you really, truly don't have all the answers. Same way with this whole thing that you're talking about, this hard drive and all of that shit. You just don't have the answers, man. You could think that it was for a hard drive or, you know, Delta 1 or Hawk 2 or who the fuck ever. But you really, truly just don't know. And unfortunately for you, you have somebody on the other side of the table who really does truly know the answers. But it's just up to me to give them.
I'm not God there, Mr. Valentino, and neither are you.
I never claimed to be. I'm a mere mortal who gets put down by bullets. You can ask your PD about that.
I saw it with my own eyes. The question where I was leaning to towards, rather than what you perceived it to be, I wasn't trying to allege that Mr. White is more beloved to the Faceless than you are, or that he's got more tenure. But I
didn't take it that way, Brian. I didn't take it that way. I just thought that maybe that's something you were trying to deploy. I was going to commend you on your actions.
I understand
that would work on a lot of people.
Mr. Valentino, I know, I recognize that you are more capable. I understand that you're the leader amongst the crew, right? It's rather obvious. You do the coordination. Mr. White shows up. I'm sure he's got some value. I don't know personally if he's the driver or the shooter. Maybe he's the code cracker, maybe whatever. But I know he's not the one that does most of the talking. Know that he's not the one that does most of the coordinating. And that's not just from the obvious from the records, but it's also obvious from the scenes that I've witnessed. Right. But where I was going with this is there are a number of individuals you work with on Friday that are, let's call them recent associates. And so that's the bit that sort of puzzles me a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Trusting someone like Cuddles. Why would you trust her?
I don't trust anybody.
Well, you did enough to put your life in her hands. Enough to get her to play an intricate role in the theft of that hard drive. Despite her background and her past.
You don't think people could change, Brian? Do you think everybody's past is always who they are?
I don't.
I used to be a different person, you know?
I don't. I do think people can change. You're not wrong, but if there's someone that I'm, but at the same time, I'm not going to put my life in their hands. Right?
Brian, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I take a piss in the corner of this room?
Yeah, go right ahead. We'll go ahead and pause the recording here at 4:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There should be a bucket right over there.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you.
Okay, so what I'm noticing, and this is why I like to ease into it, right, is he actually wants to talk. While it might be under his way of doing it, there's things he wants to say. So even though he may not be answering some questions, I'm just letting him yet.
That's kind of how I felt with Cuddles that night too, where she was stopping herself when it felt like she wanted to say more.
So a little bit of background. Cuddles worked for Speedy, who worked for the Faceless. Speedy cut ties and is a very big reason why New Babylon started to get attacked. What is that text? The Faceless vs. Darkstone, Kyle Pratt opinions, a City Chronicles special report. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Like 30 minutes.
All right, well, we're going to have to take a look at that later. I mean,
that newspaper has a lot of info.
They do. In fact, we need Frank to give us the tape. He recorded everything in the vineyard.
Okay.
Yeah, he tried to call me during the thing. I obviously didn't pick up, not knowing what the fuck I thought it was about something else. Afterwards, he sent me some photos of like from a hillside down where you could see down Darkstone and you could see Sneaky where he did the kidnapping, etc. And he said he's got a video. So that's going to be worth taking a look at. It looks like he's ready. I'm going to go back in there, chat more afterwards.
You a fan of tea, Brian? Like iced tea, like peach tea, some shit like that. You fuck with that at all?
Oh, you're referencing your piss there for a second.
No.
I do like myself teas. Iced teas are good. Raspberry tea is good.
You ever had like a peach one?
Peach tea ain't bad.
I see. Anyway, where were we, Brian? Sorry for the pause.
No, you're good. So I get it. People can change and whatnot. And I get that. However, when I spoke to you and said that you failed, right? I'm not.
You didn't mean that though, right?
What do you mean?
Like, cause you thought I was a failure, Brian. That would hurt me traumatically. You don't think I'm a failure, do you?
I think you failed that day. Yeah.
Oh,
I think that
that's it. That's
you
the thing that I was
objectively-
talking about, Brian. You remember how when I said that you think you have all the answers? Maybe I was meant to get caught, Brian. You ever think about that? Maybe all of that was just a big show.
No, I don't believe that to be the case. I believe that you did try to extract a hard drive. I think you did intend to get rid of the evidence, including but not limited to, the individual who carried it.
How's he doing, by the way?
He's doing well.
Good.
And I think that you did fail that day. Now, whether or not you succeeded afterwards is a different matter. I think when I zoom out and take a look at the greater picture here, I think landing with someone like Sneaky, Cuddles, and a damn Mosley's worker isn't exactly a sign of success either.
Let me ask you a question. You know everybody who was a part of the police force? You trust all of them to have your life in their hands? Because I've seen a lot of dumb fucks who wear a badge, Brian. A whole lot of dumb fucks. I know you'd sit there and be a goddamn liar if you trust all those people to have your back and to be your number one.
Well, there's a difference, though, because I choose who I bring on my operations.
So you choose whoever responds to one of your beep, beep, beeps on your radio there. You choose that.
A good majority, yeah. I virtually run this department with two others.
By the way, I seen the sheriff for the first time out there. I thought you were the one who was running this department, Brian. You seem like the one who gets shit done. What does he do?
Why'd you pick them, Brandon?
Everybody has a purpose, Brian. Even you.
And I get that. Well, why would you lean on Cuddles? Why would you lean on the damn Mosley's worker? Why would you lean on Mr. White? I understand, right? But once again, that doesn't really seem like winning. I think to a large degree there, Mr. Valentino, while the powers that you work for very much probably destroy us in a heartbeat, I think that their message and their influence isn't what it used to be.
Do expand, please.
Well, I named the roster, did I not?
Oh, you think the roster of people has to deal with the current standing throughout the city? Is that what you were referring to?
I think it plays a pretty big role when you have a clown, a Cuddles, which, mind you, I don't think she's, the the worst person I ever met, but it's not exactly somebody you're gonna be sending out for a task like this. Especially with me knowing her background with Mr. Patel SMEHDI, if you don't know.
I'm familiar.
And a damn Mosley's worker. You know that Mosley guy's only been around for like he flew into the city about 2 weeks ago. Started fixing cars. Y'all drug him into this.
Damn, talk about ruining somebody's life, huh, Brian?
Did he know that what you're doing, or did you pick him up while doing a repair? Like, hey, we could use one more.
Brian, these questions that you're asking, the answers are in these questions, man. You're just not looking anywhere in there. You're talking about this roster and all of this. And then you have me sitting here saying, you can call it a failure, but maybe it was a success or whatever. And you're still asking these questions.
I am.
What?
I am, because I'm not,
I don't understand
I'm not
why.
convinced.
You can't put 2 and 2 together?
I think I'm looking at this in a very different angle than you are, Mr. Valentino.
You're thinking that you see a ragtag roster of people thrown together to do something, and you're wondering, what's the success rate of that? Why would that happen? Right?
No, I am pointing out, Mr. Valentino, this organization you're working for ain't worth it no more. What I'm trying to point out here.
You here to offer me a green grass, a nice estate with a white picket fence and shit? Huh?
Well,
Is that what you're here to offer me?
It really depends. I don't know if I can offer you much unless you know what it is that you want, Mr. Valentino. What I heard over here thus far is you don't know why you're working for them. Or maybe you have a purpose, and maybe you have a reason, right? But you keep it close to yourself. But this organization that you've been working for so damn long is bleeding personnel, left, right, and center. So much so that this organization has bombed a fucking sex camp over in Blaine County. And the only thing that they got left remaining is you, Mr. White, and just a couple people they found on the street.
Sounds like your job got a lot easier, right?
I think it did. When did y'all reacquire that hard drive? I'm presuming Monday.
What you mean reacquire, Brian?
Oh, you don't have it?
I mean, I don't have no hard drives, no.
Well, I don't expect that you'd still have it on your person. I'm sure it's already been delivered, right?
Okay, so what are we alluding to here, Brian? What are we asking?
Well, I'm asking when did you reacquire it?
I didn't reacquire anything.
I see.
I spent my time getting rehabilitated by this fine person system like a good boy. I did what I was told. Dress up in your jumpsuit. Yes,
Having
sir.
a bit of a change of tone there, Mr. Valentino.
What you mean?
You told me that maybe you were supposed to, have perhaps gotten caught. And then that demeanor shift after we talked about your failure. But
you do also know, Brian, that whatever you ask me, I give you like 3 or 4 different ways of interpreting it.
No, you do, but I think it was. I think you were very much trying to let me know that you got that hard drive back. So I'm asking you, when did you get it?
Brian, this hard drive that you speak of, I only know about it because of what you told me. Because
I like
at the
that
police
you like to
station,
play hard to get there, Mr. Valentino.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to tell you, man. You want me to sit here and tell you
Well,
that
you can tell me
after?
anything you want there, Mr.
Well,
Valentino.
I mean, you're alluding to the fact that I know more about this hard drive and the fact that it went missing a second time. Is that what you're saying? You're saying that it got acquired a second time? I would like to know if that's what you're asking.
I'm saying I know you reacquired it, Mr. Valentino.
Oh,
I
well,
just don't know when. But it doesn't seem like you're interested in letting me know when that when was. Which is fine.
I mean, I don't know how to answer this for you, Brian. I really, truly don't. You know, you're asking about something that I just simply have no answer to.
Mm.
But if you guys lost the hard drive again, I mean, that's unfortunate. I hope you find it, man.
Well, it wasn't mine to possess, was it?
No, but yeah, you know, you're friends.
With who?
Oh no, the
I
people
would
you
not
work
call them
side by
friends.
side.
It's a very different very different situation than your relationship with the faces there, Mr. Valentino. Ours is on a legal basis.
Oh, legal basis. Yeah. So you think?
Well, I'm listening.
Oh, I mean, you think that everything that these people do is legal?
I'm listening.
I'm asking you a question. How much do you actually know who you're working with, Brian? That's what I'm trying to allude here.
Well,
What do you know about these people?
Well, I think what you're alleging here, Mr. Valentino, is that you're aware of many things that they may be doing that is illegal, and I'm affording you the opportunity to let me know what it is that you know.
Oh no, that would. I
We
mean, I
don't
can't be
live in the
doing all that.
minority report, Mr. Valentino, where we, can tap into people's minds and whatnot, find out their deepest, darkest secrets. But just as if you had something stolen from you at gunpoint, sniper rifles and all, we in the law enforcement
Can't believe you
would,
can order those online. It's the wildest thing, by the way. It's so fucking wild.
we too would retrieve what was stolen from you.
I appreciate that you would work hard for me. Look, I'm sure everybody who throws on that dark stone vest is a law-abiding citizen who never does anything wrong. I'm sure you guys find yourself a great working partner.
You still really have not answered my question.
I know.
You used to work with Edgar de Castillo and a very capable set of individuals.
Did you just refer to Edgar as being capable? I'm just asking for the record.
He was very capable.
I see.
And others that work for the Faces, Speedy and Company, as an example, which I'm sure you're aware of. I mean, who isn't? The Ravens, whatever the fuck they call themselves nowadays. I mean, shit, who didn't work for them? But now, when I'm staring across the table, we got yourself, Mr. White, a clown, a weed dealer, and a Moses worker.
Damn, Brian. Why don't you tell me how you really feel, bro? Please. Tell me I ain't shit. Go ahead.
I'm not trying to talk down to you. I'm painting you the picture from my perspective, right? You're some of the biggest gangs in the city. I mean, hell, just 6 weeks ago, it was you, Raymond Romanoff, Benji. That was a squad, right? But now it's you, Mr. White, a clown, a weed pusher, a Mosley's worker, and I don't even fucking remember who the other one was. And that's what's got me confused. Hell, I ain't the only one. We've all been damn confused about it.
Well, let me get this right. You're saying all
I'm
the
trying to
losses
understand. I'm trying to understand. There ain't like this ain't like I feel like throughout most of this interrogation, you think I'm asking some very tough questions or whatnot, right? They're very straightforward questions. Why are you working with a bunch of ragtags? Why? I mean,
Why
I
is the
think you
grass
know
green?
it as much as I do. I mean, it's
this
damn
question's
near
in-
obvious. A damn
Look.
Mosley's worker, Valentine.
We're doing that again, huh, Brian? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna
Valentino.
start doing it. Nah, you know my fucking name, Brian. You know my fucking name. Right now, you're just being a cocksucker just to be a cocksucker. You're doing it just to try to get under my skin. If you want to get under my skin, fine. Let that be the reason for the talk. You want to make me angry? You want to belittle me? Fine, we could do that. We could do that. We could have an old-fashioned shit talk across the table, me and you. We could do that, mano a mano. But don't ask stupid questions because you're not gonna get a fucking answer. Don't ask me about some ragtag team or times I ride around with Benji and all of this shit that you're talking about. Seems to me that your job got easy, man. So enjoy it. What the fuck are you on about?
Does it upset you, Mr. Valentino?
No, I get upset when you call me Valentine.
I think deep down you recognize that something's wrong. And that influence that once was there is dissipating. And it's dissipating real fast. Do you ever wonder why they would be attacking a sex cult?
Is that what they do there? I ain't never been there. A lot of people there, we don't really jive, so I never really got to know what they do on the inside of those walls.
The oh so dangerous faces that once had a name and influence in the city. Had the six of you is all that was left. With one of their biggest enemies who they attacked relentlessly being a bunch of people in goddamn onesies. Now, I'm just trying to make sense of it, Mr. Valentino, because you are a part of that organization, right? I
From
just
your
for my
mouth.
own peace of mind.
Well, Brian, I think for your own peace of mind, I think I'm going to refrain. So when you go home tonight and you lay your head on your little pillow, you still have a little bit of wonder of what the fuck is really happening, okay?
I mean, I think I've explained it pretty well.
Okay. Then you know the answer. But you keep asking the question.
Well, I'm hoping to hear from you, but if you want to keep that to yourself, that's fine. You can always correct the record there if you'd like.
I could do what Riker did.
What do you mean?
Nothing, man. The motherfucker told me he got arrested for fucking evidence tampering.
I mean, let's not bring up what happened 2 years ago. I don't think that's very relevant.
He brought it up. He brought it up to me.
I mean, you're bringing it up to me, aren't you?
He sat outside. We had a half-hour conversation about it. And I asked him, he said, I got arrested. I used to be a criminal like you, blah, blah, blah. I got arrested for fucking evidence tampering. I said, what'd you do? He said, I changed my statement. They said, well, that kind of sounds like evidence tampering to me. And then he was like, no, it wasn't anything that bad. And I was like, okay. And then he explained it. I mean, you said that I could always alter this statement. I said, like Riker. How is that bad? You're the one who asked for more information, Brian.
I was genuinely hoping that there'd be a bit more to this interrogation there, Mr. Valentino. You know, I look at these as a platform where you can provide a bit of your, let's call it, memorandum or an opportunity. Right? You've already been charged. We ain't getting you on anything. We already know that we know that you're connected, right? But if you want your final days to either be that of a man that was shot in the middle of doing the biddings of this organization with no message left, you know what I'm getting here? What I'm getting here is that while you may be the organizer, you're not really much of the leader. You don't really have much of a vision.
I see.
You just do. But if you were more than that, it's only in your head.
You're good, Brian. You're really, truly fucking good. You know, a part of me wants to reach across this table and fucking just choke the goddamn fuck out of you. It does. It does. You're really poking that fucking bear.
Well, I don't think I'm
really
poking the bear.
bear.
I told you from the very start. I just tell you what I'm saying. Right? I have no reason to play games. Why you kind of? That's why you gotta.
You're disappointed in me.
No, there ain't no disappointment.
I
ain't no disappointed. I was hoping I had like a supervillain across the way, but I'm looking at a damn soldier instead. I mean, look, I saw how you kind of reeled in the chair when I brought up Edgar's name. Right? I was going down the list. The moment I said, Edgar, you felt a certain way. You know, if it was Edgar sitting across the way, he'd tell me the entire story about why he did this and that. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying that's what I was expecting here today.
Mm-hmm. You must
but
know
I was
about
hoping
you'd
at least stand on business a little bit. Right?
I see. Now look, the whole me railing in the chair over Edgar.
Like maybe a cop ran over your damn cat a long time ago. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what motivated you to join up with the Faceless and, you know. I mean, who knows? Maybe the guy down at Mosley's, I forgot to pay him or something like that. So he said, you know what, Brandon, let me know what happens next time because I need in on this.
Brian, you're not stupid. And normally, you get a reaction from me, from all the stuff that you're saying. But I know I'm not dealing with a dumbass.
I don't think you're a dumbass. I know that you're holding some of these things close to your chest. But I'm simply pointing out, man, it would be disappointing if you're dead tomorrow. No one knows why you did all these things.
So what, I'm supposed to sit here with a police officer, tell my life story, let you know everything that I've done?
I don't think you need to. You don't have to tell me anything, right? These are your choices. I didn't have to bring you in interrogation. I chose to.
I want you to think about things realistically, Brian. What kind of person would I be if I just sat here, just exposed it all?
You'd be a lot more like many of the leaders that are around San Andreas that do stand on business. Right.
I see. Or would I be a complete dumb fuck?
I think it's more foolish to die with no legacy. Because unless the legacy is known, it ain't much of a legacy to begin with.
You're a motherfucker, Brian. You're a motherfucker. Part of me is wanting to bite at this too. Part of me is
No, there
literally wanting to bite at this.
even now, Brandon, you're sitting across the table trying to. In your mind, I genuinely believe you think I'm playing games. I'm telling you exactly what I think. If you died tomorrow, no one fucking knew who you were or why you did what you did. All they know you as is another soldier for the damn faces.
Brian, let me ask you a question. And this is no bullshit. Can you shut the recording off just real fast?
Sure, why not? Recording off.
All right, this is me to you, okay? Let's say I go down the line here and I just start letting you know fucking everything. What can you guys do for me?
We could.
Maybe I'm tired of living this life, Brian. Maybe I'm
Well,
right.
I mean,
Look
there's
who
a-
I'm working fucking next to. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of things we could do. I mean, we can get you flown out of here. New identity. Have you continue living in San Andreas. New identity. Provide some level of oversight. We could put you on a path that lets you get away from these individuals. I do think that to a degree that they're holding something over your head, and that's usually the case. I mean, it's not too much different than any other gang organization where, they bring you into some things and there's only one way out. In fact, I had to deal with that earlier today. Actually, not the first time, a couple times this past 2 weeks. Obviously, your circumstances are a bit more complicated given the level of threat this organization has. But they couldn't even take down a bunch of people with sticks and stones. Their influence is slowly eroded. And so when I think everything through, I also go as far as thinking if we did, your safest bet would be to fly out of San Andreas. You wouldn't live long over here. Then there's another option.
What's the other option?
You take a contract with Darkstone. Do some time working for them somewhere else.
Take a job with Darkstone.
Well, I'm providing options here. I'm not saying all of them are realistic. Hard to tell what it is that you're looking for as a way out.
Just something for me to stew on while I lay in bed tonight. You can turn the recorder back on. Appreciate your advice.
Anytime. I don't need to turn it back on. I think I got what I needed here. Mr. Valentino, right this way. Once again, while you might believe that I'm asking these questions to get under your skin, they're rather genuine. Don't end up dying without anyone knowing why it is you did what you did.
Why did I do that?
That's something your damn soul's gonna end up regretting.
That's real food.
I see.
Why did I do that? I don't even remember. Why did I do that?
That's why I tell damn near everyone I strapped that bomb on that bitch and kicked her into a den full of terrorists. But then again, I'm a man, so.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I have some reflect in the door. I stare in the mirror and wonder why I don't stand on business like all the other gang leaders out there, you know.
I think that's the one thing that can be respectable of them. because even the faces, they let the entire world know what it is that they're up to. You have a good day, Mr. Valentino.
I'm in the lobby. Do you want me to write you?
Ow! Want some of this?
Stove.
The hell out of here.
I won't see. Yeah, I'm coming.
Let's
I don't know why I had that POV.
go
of
the
you.
we'll go in the observation.
Literally everyone thought that.
Not me. Not everybody. I'm sorry about that, Andrew.